hear the pop from the crowd, DC, as Nate Diaz gets set to make this walk here tonight. You never know when is going to be the last time we see this guy compete, but there's a lot to like when we see Nate Diaz in the octagon.
Nate Diaz is a savage, a guy that just epitomizes fighter. From the attitude, the walk, the music, everything tells you that when Nate Diaz shows up, you're getting ready to watch a fight. A fantastic striker and a great jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz is just a well-rounded fighter and one of the biggest stars in the UFC.
We've seen the Stockton slap before. I'll set the total.
It's just so disrespectful.
Over under 1.5.
So
you think he throws it tonight?
It's just so disrespectful, but it's so Nate Diaz.
All right, we'll see if he invokes the Stockton slap here tonight, but Nate Diaz is back, and hopefully in a big way for his supporters around the world. 209 stand-up Nate Diaz has stepped into the octagon. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. All right, so here's the undisputed UFC lightweight champion and one of the very best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Islam Makhachev. You trained alongside this man for years. He has every skill in the book, and the X factor tonight is that Hasbulla in his corner.
Yeah, that's one of his brothers, is what they call him. Islam Makhachev, though, is the guy that really does strike fear in so many lightweights' minds. He's a guy that possesses wrestling ability. He's a guy that possesses striking ability. The grappling is second to none. And just his size and physicality is so difficult to deal with. He is a tremendous fighter, and he will be pushed even more forward with the presence of his good friend, Hasbulla.
You do wonder, though, if the opposing corner is a little bit intimidated given Hasbulla's presence in the Makhachev corner. Islam Makhachev is set to fight Nate Diaz. Our tail of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Nate Diaz. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, round getting underway, and we take a look at the Combat Sambo World Champion and UFC lightweight contender, Islam Makhachev. What will he do in this fight? Well, oftentimes he does whatever he wants to do. Certainly he can impose his will on the ground, where his game is just so nuanced when it comes to the throws and the trips and the manipulation of joints and everything else. But on the feet, in a kickboxing setting, this man has proven a lead as well. A true 5-tool player who many believe by year's end could just be the king of the lightweight division. Nice. Nicely done. All right, early in the fight here, and Nate Diaz off to a pretty good start, found a home for that left hand.
I mean, and it's powerful. It does not seem like Nate is throwing it hard, but he always finds his target very accurate with that straight left hand. So he kind of feeds the right hand to get you moving where he wants, and then bang, he drops that straight left on you that hurt so many. Hurt Conor McGregor, and he hurt the welterweight champion, Leon Edwards, in the same way.
Ground and pound strike there now. Another ground and pound strike lands. Diaz getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up. continues to apply pressure here in half guard.
Oh, right into mount. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done. Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Islam Makhachev. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get to the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness.
Makhachev's trying to lock up on a submission now.
He's got it isolated. Gotta be careful there.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Islam Makhachev.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Makhachev ground and pound from half guard now. Round two next.
Stop.
Sit down for me. Take a deep breath, but breathe in through that nose, out through that mouth. Slow that heart rate down. All right, you ready? You good?
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control risk. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Round two underway. Punch coming, it's blocked.
Good jab there by the champion. You know what's crazy? It was like...
Oh, nice ankle.
Oh, great entry. Oh, nice.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? He passes the half.
All right, let's see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on it.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Good work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Working out of the half guard here. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Showing off that leg dexterity and flexibility rubber guard now. Diaz is trying to get a triangle here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Diaz is attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter.
He passes to half guard.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
30 seconds to go now. 20 seconds now remain in the round. Diaz is looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied. Nice strike from bottom position.
Good round.
Listen, have a seat. Have a seat. You're okay. Inhale deep. Take a deep breath. Relax. Relax, okay? Listen.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and gotta be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly, you're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Oh, nice jab by Islam Makhachev. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Oh, good shot landed there from the bottom.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out, finish the fight. Beautiful ground and pound approach, and now his opponent is starting to swell.
Diaz getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Makhachev's back in half guard. Making all these shots count. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Diaz. Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight. Oh, looks like he might get the finish here.
This has to be it, John. It's got to be it.
Oh, he's able to get out.
Well, good job. It looked like he was going to tap with his left hand, but instead, he bridged off to the right, then turned back into him to release some of the pressure on the Von Flue choke. Beautiful defense.
Well, as many expected, his grappling has been very strong thus far. The takedowns, the ground control, he is truly the total package.
It's one thing to take your opponent down. It's one thing to control him, as we have seen him do over the course of this fight.
Makhachev ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count.
Great shot from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Makhachev's right back to the full mount. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Oh! Seconds winding down in round 3. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of what was a great round, DC. Got to talk about that knockdown.
What a fantastic round. He was able to set up a great shot, got the knockdown. You have to be feeling good as he walks back to the corner.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the mettle of the guy inside of the octagon.
Solid takedown right there. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Well, you know I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation, and a healthy one, for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Oh, that looks tight to me. It looks like it might be locked in.
Yeah, it looks like it's done. It looks like it's done.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting, because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in quick.
Oh, looks like he's going for an armbar here. How tight is that? Oh, looks like that submission's almost locked in.
Starting to get pretty deep here. Oh, no! Oh, no!
No way! He got it!
This is a guy that never gives up on himself. He was able to clear his head, defend the armbar. The fight looked done. He loves to fight on. This is where he wants to be.
All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Let's go. I need you to
Constantly a moving target. Well, he is really seeing things well offensively here tonight, and he's caused a lot of swelling there on his opponent.
You got to address this now, because it's only going to get worse. Your opponent is not going to let you off the hook. You've got to move. You've got to change something to try to deter him from going to that spot.
All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Fifth and final round. He's got a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
Just work. I'll stand this up. You need to work.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Oh, and there it is. Was only a matter of time. That ground strike has cut him open. Under 3 minutes now to go round 5. Makhachev's has got full mount now. Oh, he locked breaks up the triangle now, DC. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
Oh, it looks like the end of the fight. It looks like this one is about done. This guy is a triangle expert.
He got out! Oh, how about it? Just what the doctor ordered, he gets back to the feet.
John, it's like a Hail Mary. He needed to get up to his feet to give himself an opportunity. He got there. Now let's see if he can cash in. He's got to find a way to finish this fight.
Big roundhouse now, just misses.
I need you to kick now.
Throwing that jab now again, the fighter evades. Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse.
Attempting a choke now. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in.
Oh, he's gonna get him with it.
Oh, somehow he's able to leverage it up. Looks like he's gonna get out.
He did a really good job there of creating action, getting his body off to one side as he's bridging, then back into him to release a little bit of that pressure on the Von Flue choke.
All right, feet on the hips here. Oh, and there's the final horn. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. The
Ladies
official
and
decision
gentlemen,
is in. It
after
resides
5
with
rounds,
Bruce
we go to
Buffer.
the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 49-46, and 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion